It's your boy Cheap Sense here, bringing y'all my fragrance. So, this fragrance actually gave me an idea, and this idea I will be using within the next week or so. I do have more than enough fragrances from this house to do at least 5 or 6 days of, and the one I have on today is no, what can I say? It's a great safe scent. It's a classic scent. I'll say it like that. And this one is none other than from the house of Azzaro. This is Azzaro Chrome. And this one actually gave me an idea to do a week of nothing but Azzaro fragrances. And I have quite a few. Um, well, about 5 or 6 to be exact. This actually was the first one I purchased, and I actually heard about this fragrance through a coworker of mine, or an ex-coworker, when I worked at the seafood processing plant, which is how I did that to my finger. So anytime you guys see my finger and it looks kind of funny, that's what happened to it. I actually stuck my finger, or my hand rather, inside one of the curtain breaders, and it had a chain with some blades on it, which was sifting the breading. And I've done it hundreds of times, and I guess you can call it complacency. I got real comfortable with doing that, and that particular day, I stuck my hand in just a little bit too far, and it pulled the glove and the top part of my finger off. So, if you ever see me trying to hide my index finger, that's why. But this fragrance is a great scent, um, crowd pleasing. It is an older fragrance because this was actually released in 1996, which actually was the same exact year that I graduated and the same exact year that Tupac got killed. So this one actually holds memories for. Um, I actually didn't have this back in the day. Just knowing that this came out in '96, those two periods in my life actually, well, those two um, things stood out in '96 for me, which was also the same exact year that I got my two felony charges. And yes, I am a two-time convicted felon. Um, doesn't it hasn't stopped me from doing anything I've accomplished in life. I will say this: I have had numerous jobs where I was a manager or assistant manager at places. Um, so don't never let anybody tell you just because you're a felon that you can't accomplish anything, because there are people out there who've done way much more than I have, as far as like becoming CEOs or owners of their own companies, um, and so on and so forth. So anyway, this fragrance, like I said, was released in 1996. This is Azzaro Chrome. They have numerous flankers to this, and as you will see in the following weeks when I decide to do this video of all Azzaro, um, you'll find out. This fragrance, actually, I think I purchased from Ross, and this bottle is, I don't actually remember what size this is. It's probably like, I don't know what size it is, but anyway, this is about all I need for now. I rarely even wear this. The only reason really why, whoa, like to been gone. The only reason why, live TV, um, the only reason why I wore this today is because there's a young lady who used to work with me that works right across from the hall from where I am right now. She loves this fragrance, and I just wore it today just to, appease her, as far as like letting her smell this scent or whatever. So Anyway, these are fairly cheap. Azzaro fragrances you can find at almost any discount store for at least 10 to 20, $25 depending on the fragrance. Sometimes you might pay $25, $30 depending on what it is or the bottle size. Um, I don't need a lot, so this is enough. Uh, Note breakdown. But before that, this is considered to be a fresh, spicy cologne with woody accords, and it's also aromatic. This one has top notes of lemon, bergamot, neroli, and rosemary. And for some reason, I'm not sure about that pineapple thing because I have smelled fragrances with pineapple in it. Um, I have smelled fragrances with pineapple in it, such as um, Mont Blanc Legend. I've smelled Insurrection Pure 2. Um, what's the other one? Club de Nuit Intense Man. Um, what is it? Jimmy Choo Man also has pineapple in it. This one, to me, have that same note of pineapple, unless my nose is just not trained to smell it in this. This smells more um, of, I don't know, not really pineapple. It's more citrusy. Like you can smell the lemon and bergamot and stuff like that. Uh, but lemon, bergamot, pineapple, neroli, and rosemary. Mid notes, you get jasmine, coriander, um, cinnamon, which makes a floral heart. And base notes, you get tonka bean, cardamom, musk, sandalwood, Brazilian rosewood, oak moss, which is actually banned now, and cedar. Um, this is a great classic scent, guys. I've already said that before. This is a very safe scent. You cannot go wrong with this one. This is a pretty decent projector. Longevity is pretty good on this. Average for me, it's pretty much a skin scent on me right now. Um, but I've had this on since about five something this morning. I did reapply earlier, which I didn't have to, but I do that from time to time. So if I didn't reapply, I probably would have got maybe 4.5 to no. I think I got like an hour and a half to 2 hours projection and about five, pushing 6 hours of longevity. I don't know if this has been reformulated or what, but it is what it is. And for the price I paid for this little small bottle, um, I mean, if I can at least get 4.5, 4 to maybe 5.5 hours out of a fragrance, cool with that. Because I can always reapply. And as you see, I always bring my fragrances to work with me, so I can just step off in the closet here or the equipment room and just reapply. No big deal to me. When you're on a date, you really don't want to mess around too much reapplying a fragrance. You really want something that's going to last from the time you put it on, at least until you can get back to, your final destination. Um, but then again, if you carry around a decant or, you just grab the bottle, put it in your center console while you're out, you can always reapply. Anyway, if you don't have this one, I'm not sure of many places who still have this on their shelves to smell. But for one of these, depending on bottle size, I mean, you really can't go wrong. Just spend a little bit of change, get you a bottle, try it out. Hey, maybe you'll like it, maybe you won't, but at least you'll know that you didn't spend a lot or lose a lot purchasing this. Anyway, guys, that's my review on Azzaro Chrome. If you have any comments or questions, leave them down below. Like, subscribe, ring the bell for notifications. Let your friends know about your boy, Mr. Cheap Sense.